So, let's dive into whole egg mayonnaise during pregnancy. Basically, the key idea is that commercially available, pasteurized mayo is safe when you follow basic food safety rules.
Yeah, right? It seems like the emphasis is really on ensuring that you're using the pasteurized version. Why is that such a big deal?
Well, it's all about preventing bacterial risks, you know. Pasteurized eggs, especially in those sealed jars you find in stores, have undergone processes that kill off harmful bacteria. That
Mm-hmm.
simple step really makes them safe to eat during pregnancy.
And what about homemade mayo? I've seen so many recipes. Are they off limits?
Yes, exactly. Homemade mayo often uses raw, unpasteurized eggs, and, that raw aspect introduces risks like
Yeah,
salmonella. So, unless you have pasteurized eggs and are super cautious with cleanliness and cold storage, it's best to avoid it during pregnancy.
that makes sense. It's like you can't really compromise on that safety step because um, pregnancy naturally lowers some of your immune defenses.
Precisely. The guidelines really hammer home that, you should always check the label for terms like pasteurized or made with pasteurized
Right.
eggs. And if you're unsure, it's safer to skip the mayo or opt for a trusted product.
Got it. And what about storage? I saw some tips on that too. Didn't you mention something about keeping it cold?
Absolutely. Storage is a big one. The advice is to refrigerate after opening, use clean utensils, and avoid leaving mayo at room temperature for too long.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like making sure your ingredients are as safe as possible before they even meet your plate.
That's really detailed. Now, when it comes to eating out, say in a cafe or a deli, what should someone look for?
The piece points out that most chain restaurants use packaged pasteurized mayo. But if you're at, smaller spots or places with house-made sauces, it's best to ask about how they prepare it or choose a safer alternative.
Yep, I get that, but don't you think sometimes we might be a bit overcautious? I mean, isn't a small sample of raw mayo sometimes not that risky?
I see your point, but during pregnancy, even a small risk adds up given that your immune system is more vulnerable. So,
Exactly.
the safest bet really is to stick with pasteurized options and avoid any potential pitfalls.
Fair enough. It's all about playing it safe. And I noticed they even suggest alternatives, right? Something like blending a bit of Greek yogurt with mayo?
Yes, exactly. They mention that you can also, mix a spoon of mayo with Greek yogurt and lemon for a lighter, tangy dressing. That way, you still get the creaminess, but with an extra nutrition boost and reduced risk.
Yeah, that sounds solid. And what about flavored mayos? Do we have to worry there too?
Good question. Commercial flavored mayos are typically pasteurized as well. That's the safety hinge here. The issue again arises mainly with homemade raw variations. Always check the label or ask if you're in doubt.
Got it. And speaking of labels, it seems like they stress on checking for intact seals and proper storage instructions too.
Yes, indeed. The article advises buying only sealed, undamaged jars and, to always refrigerate after opening. If the mayo sits out too long or shows signs like an unusual smell or discoloration, it's definitely time to toss it.
Mm-hmm. Wow, there's a lot to consider. But in the end, it's pretty straightforward. Use pasteurized, store-bought mayo, handle it with care, and don't be shy about asking questions when dining out.
Exactly. It's all about, enjoying your food safely while keeping both you and the baby secure. A balanced approach with safe ingredients and smart substitutions like Greek yogurt means you can still enjoy those creamy comforts during
Right on.
pregnancy without worry.